Hey guys, this video just came out. It's by Simon Dan, and it seems like he does majority of his videos on debunking like flat Earth content and stuff like that. Anyways, this person that he has on doing a presentation, his name is Ranty Flat Earth, and he was, or no, alleged, or I guess he was Ranty Flat Earth for 5 years or something, and then he said he got into the community, the flat earth community, and then he learned about them, and now he knows that everything that they think and believe. And anyways, he does a presentation on, I guess, the mindset of the flat earth community. Technically, I think that a lot of these characteristics you could point them in any direction and call whatever somebody's behavior is a cult. I mean, even if somebody wasn't in a cult and it was just their culture, which is where the word cult comes from, you could call them being in a cult just because that's your opinion. But I don't know. It's very rare that you find somebody that has researched flat Earth for so long and then suddenly goes back to believing in the globe. It's also rare that you hear about somebody speaking about psychological operations or controlled opposition, and yet they themselves never speak on the issues but always remain immersed in drama. In this little clip, he does talk about, I believe at some point he was speaking about a real flat earther versus a fake flat earther. And real flat earthers and fake flat earthers have different religious beliefs, which make them easy to spot out. Content creators versus full-on cult members. It's very interesting. Um, and then he goes down this trail of all conspiracies lead to, um, or the assumption of all conspiracies are fake, and there can be no confederacy. So uh, it's almost like when he gives this idea, it's like every single conspiracy, if somebody believes in a conspiracy, they have a mental disorder. That's uh that's some interesting, I don't know. Anyways, let's just see this little part.
Whoever they want to be. They can think whatever they want to think, and others will join in their fantasies. They can fantasize about thousands of continents on an endless plane, or some form of looping model that brings back the sun and moon across the plane. They can be teachers, scientists.
This is an egg. This is a parts per million counter.
They can be explorers or researchers.
Notice the angle is a right angle. Look at that vertex. This can only happen with straight right angles.
And they can have interactions with people day in, day out who are happy to engage in communication with them. These are the people affected by these conspiracies, and these are the ones paying the price for the egos of a few people filling their heads with nonsense in order to fill their pockets with coin. Nathan Oakley is a YouTuber who produces flat earth content. He is not a flat earther. Bob Nodell and Jeranism are YouTubers who produce flat earth content and actively prove the globe regularly. Yet they sell the AE map and products to a community of people who are easily led. These people prey on the misfortune of others in order to profit from it and to keep people locked in a cycle of mistrust and despair. I aim to change that with my new channel. I aim to go after all the conspiracies that others fall for, to break them down from the perspective of someone who actually researched them in the past. I aim to use my knowledge of the cult leaders to chip away at their influence and bring back as many people from the isolation that the flat earth belief makes people endure. I think the debunking community as a whole does a fantastic job, and we need this valuable resource to counter the damage that can be done by believing such nonsense. So I hope you enjoyed that, guys. For me, I really enjoyed the opportunity to be here and give you a little insight as to what it's like to be a flat earther and all the pitfalls that you end up going through to actually end up on flat earth. It isn't just as easy as believing that the earth is flat, right? And I know I've been very broad in this entire video, and a lot of people may feel put out because they may feel to themselves, hey, you've put me in one camp or another, and I wasn't in that camp ever. But I think for a very broad generalization of what it's like to be a flat earther, I think this video does a good introduction to that. So on my channel coming up, there'll be plenty of more stuff like this. I will be debunking all those conspiracies that led me down the path to being a flat earther. I also have plenty of content out there already, which is debunking flat earth stuff. I also do a lot of comedy. There's a lot of comedy over there. So if you like a good laugh, please go over, check out some of my videos. And if you do feel like hitting that subscribe button, I really would appreciate it. Now, I want to say to the Globe Earth community who welcomed me back with open arms, thank you so much. It's been really enjoyable. And I want to say again to Dan, thank you so much.
I didn't even know there was a Globe Earth community. Did you guys know that? I didn't know that.
Inviting me here today to talk to your audience about this. It really, really does mean a lot to me. So thank you.
Okay, so you can go over to his channel, SciManDan, and you can watch the entire video and everything it talks about. But, you know, when are people going to talk about the changing craters on the moon? You know, I'm not a teacher. I can't teach things, okay? When are people going to talk about the light gradient that comes out of a so-called comet that looks like light just shining through a barrier? When are people going to talk about shooting stars and how every single one looks like a star? It burns and shines like the stars do, even the stars that have little moons that orbit them. When you see a shooting star that has little moons orbiting it, those things light up like fire too. When is anybody going to talk about that? Why are we not talking about those things? All right, guys. If you guys want to see stuff about the luminaries, leave it in a comment or something. And I don't have the time to do really heavy edit videos anymore. Also, unless it involves the Most High, I really don't think I should have that much time put towards it. It's kind of like this. I just found this very interesting that someone who was apparently in the community for 5 years is now just switch flip against flat earth. Maybe this has been something for a while. I don't know. I don't know this guy. It just popped up on my my recommended feed. So anyways, carry on, everybody.